Homemade chicken and dumpling season. This is my favorite homemade recipe.
I'm Kayla and I show you super easy and cheap meals. Hit that follow button if that's what you like.
We need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And there we go, that's it. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Make sure it is powder and not soda. Baking powder. 4 tablespoons of butter, and you're gonna melt it. We're gonna mix our dry stuff first before we add any wet. Just mix it and make sure it's all evenly in there. 3/4 cup milk added in. Mix it again. Which, by the way, this is how I make my fluffy dumplings. I've made homemade dumplings that are inspired by Cracker Barrel. These are actually more of a fluffy versus the flat dumplings. So add in the butter as well. If you really want, you can kind of just mix it around, make sure everything's just evenly in there, and it looks like this. It's happy. It smells like good dough, and we're basically just gonna plop it in the soup. Just plop it. But let's make the soup base now. But I'm a cheap person, so you could get chicken broth or you can make it yourself at home. So we're gonna make it. I'm actually making that 9 cups of water. So we're gonna do 9 cups of water. 9 cups of water and 9 teaspoons of this. Now it's completely optional if you want to add vegetables to yours or not, but I'm going. So literally just go back and forth, back and forth. And you get the perfect little slices. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And essentially this is what we got. Nice and thin slices. Nice and thin. So we're gonna add it to the pot. If you also don't like your carrots being this wide, you could cut them in half and then slice them. Next part is our rotisserie chicken leftover from the night before. I'm just gonna basically take it apart and just rip it to shreds. And it smells really good, and we're gonna add it in our dumplings. Take a little bit and drop it in. Get a little bit, drop it in. Now these cook for about 10 minutes until they're nice and fluffed up. Make sure they are covered. This is it, about 13 minutes in. There you have it, a nice warm soup. It's not so warm days. I just had to show you my new fall setup. Who doesn't love dumplings?